which means to call out.
Yes.
Right. So this is the church, man.
Right.
What you're witnessing right here before your very eyes.
Can you get 1 Corinthians 14 and 3? 1 Corinthians 14 and 3. Because we're building. The way we building is not only by us coming together, but what we coming together with. We're coming together with the knowledge, the true understanding of the Bible. Right. We're not getting in these. We never got in these so-called churches. None of them. I was raised up Muslim for a period of time. Then I got off into the so-called Christian church and wasn't getting nothing mentally.
Right.
I could take none of that information because I wasn't getting nothing and apply it to my life to make me a better person.
That's right.
You know?
1
14 and 3.
This 1 Corinthians 14 verse 3. But he that prophesied speaketh unto men to edification.
And that's what we're doing. We're prophesying. We're the prophets of the Lord. Don't mean that we can tell the future. All we doing is breaking down the things that was said that was going to come to pass in the ancient days.
Right.
So the prophets wrote down things that was going to happen in the future. Today we breaking those things down, saying what's going to happen in the future.
Yes.
Based upon, because this Bible is a prophetic book.
Right.
You know?
Then just go into the word prophecy, bro. Pro, facade. Pro meaning before, facade meaning to speak. It means to speak before. Right. It's right here written. We just telling you what thus saith the Most High said.
That's it.
Right?
That's right.
And all of these things that are written therein, but except for a few, have already come to pass. That's how we know that we are close to the end. Because there are things written in this book that was prophesied thousands of years before it even happened, man. And it happened with accuracy, man.
Right. When we doing it, we may bring it out. Us being out here on the streets teaching, that was prophesied.
Yes.
It's prophesied that whoever the Israelites are, they was going to lose their heritage, go into slavery, and then in the last days, they was going to wake up to who they really was and go out on the streets and teach. And whoever the elect is of that nation, the selected individuals of that nation that was meant to receive the word, they going to wake up.
Yep.
Right. And rehearse the righteous acts in the land of their captivity, man.
Yep.
Right. And that's what we are doing, man. Okay? Fire it off, bro.
1 Corinthians 14 verse 3. But he that prophesied speaketh unto men to edification.
And the word
edify
mean to build, which is what we're going into, building that spiritual house. Edify mean to build. Let's come here.
Yep, go ahead.
And next,
Colossians 1 and 18. And next, keep reading to I think the 5th verse.
an exhortation and comfort.
Right. So it's saying prophesying, that's what we out here doing. Prophesying, it edifies, which builds us up mentally, spiritually, and it says comfort. And what else?
And exhortation and comfort.
Exhortation means like give courage. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
An exhortation and comfort. He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifieth himself, but he that prophesied edified the church.
Right. He that prophesied edified the church. And this is like he was breaking down the word church. You go back to the root word ecclesia. Which means to call out. So we calling out to the people, and the people are drawn in to the assembly by the word being called, pushed out. We calling out using this word, and the ones that hear this word and it resonate with their spirit, they gonna come on to the assembly, so to the building.
Yeah.
We're gonna start building in this information.
Right.
Verse 5. I would that ye all speak with tongues.
Verse 4 was the point. Read verse 4 again.
1 Corinthians 14 verse 4. He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifieth himself, but he that prophesieth edifieth the church.
Right. So prophecy, ultimately that's what we're dealing with, is the prophecies of the Bible, and that edify the church. Now bring that out. Colossians got it. Colossians 1 and 18.
Colossians. This is Colossians 1 and 18, and it reads, and he is the head of the body. He is the head of the body, the church.
Right. He is the head of the body. He's talking about the world ignorant of Jesus.
Yeah.
He's the head of the body, and this is another figurative talk. Go ahead.
who is the beginning, the
I'm
firstborn.
sorry, read it again.
Come on. And he is the head of the body.
And he is the head of the body. Go ahead.
The church.
The church. So the body of Yahushua, the word ignorant know is Jesus. He's the head, and then the body would be us.
That's right.
The believers, the ones that believe in it, we make up the body. So when we go back in 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter, and it say prophecy edified the church, that builds up the body of believers in the Lord, you know, on a mental level. Whatever y'all brothers got. Right.
You want to finish that up?
Oh yeah, finish it out.
Come on. Who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence.
That was the point.
So it let you know who it's talking about.
Nah. That's what this real quick.
All right, you too, bro.
Hey, you're Israelite, man. You're Israelite, bro. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, I just want to bring this because these young brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of the mark of the beast?
No.
You say he heard of it. What in church? What do they teach you the mark of the beast is? It's very prominent in the book of Revelation. So what is it though?
Sign of the Antichrist. That's what they teach.
Right, yeah,
because
right,
we know,
right.
because we know what they teach in the church.
Right.
So-called church.
I don't know how long the spirit gonna last with young brothers. You know what I'm saying? But we coming upon a time
Right.
to where the mark of the beast is gonna be implemented. Okay? As written in the book of Revelation.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
That word mark. Okay, so I just want to make a quick point, edification for the camera before this. We put our videos up on YouTube, and we want you to be edified too. Like this brother was saying earlier, man, it's prophecy.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
That's about to take place.
Right.
Because that mark of the beast is going to come before this Third World War. We almost at the Third World War.
Right.
Okay?
That's right.
That's where we are. That's where we started. The spirit of prophecy is the testimony of our Lord, man. Okay? So here it is. We're at the end of the world. As like the world, everybody says the end of the world. We are at the end of the world. This is it. I mean, just look around, man. How much worse could it possibly get? Which is gonna get worse, but I mean morally. This place is morally decrepit. Like you have transvestites teaching children in school. You got men changing into women changing into men, men getting married and having children. What you think that child is gonna think growing up? They gonna be confused. I got two daddies. No, you don't. Nobody got two daddies.
Right.
Nobody got two moms.
Hey, let me just turn the fire all the way up what we're saying. Not pretending to be women, going and laying on the operating table, getting their Johnson cut off, and saying that they're a damn woman, man. Yeah, they got procedures, bro, where they will split your piece and they'll tuck it inside, and some they just cut it all off, man. What kind of shit is that?
That's messed up.
Exactly, man. The scriptures tell you in the book of Deuteronomy that the man whose stones is messed up, or if his privy member be removed, your privy member is your rod that you're not gonna enter into the kingdom of the Most High Power, man.
Bruh.
Okay.
In order to give a testimony, you gotta have testimony.
You gotta have testicles, man. Right.
That's where you get the word testimony from.
Right.
To be a witness, you get the word testimony from testicles.
Right.
So only men can testify. Because only men got testicles.
That's what men used to do in the ancient time.
Right.
They used to grab their nuts and tell the truth.
Right. He used to tell me he put on his nuts on his life, man. You ever heard that balls in my word?
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Because that's what life is. The life is at. You know,
Right.
Now it sounds funny, you know, but it's the truth. You know?
I just want to get you brother point, man. We get to a point to where, just like y'all out here walking around free now, bro, it's gonna become a day soon that you ain't gonna let them do that. Not you, but us also, man. Because martial law is gonna come into effect, man. Okay? And they're gonna force the mark of the beast on us, which is the chip. Okay? When you read about that mark, and the word there in the Greek is karabah. Okay? Alright? Because the scriptures were written in Hebrew and in Greek. So you read that about the mark of the beast, just go look it up for yourself. Don't believe what I'm saying. The word is karabah. It means to cut or insert. What are they talking about? You got something?
Right on.
Because you had mentioned,
Far away.
you had mentioned basically that it's gonna come a point in time to where we ain't gonna have the freedom or the liberty to walk the streets due to the fact that it's gonna be martial law, man. In other words, it's gonna be military forces in the streets setting curfews. I don't know if y'all remember
it's 10
when
o'clock.
Hurricane Harvey happened out here, right?
Check it out the plastic. Look at it.
When Hurricane Harvey hit, what happened, man? We had curfews, we had different things we had to abide by, okay? But it's gonna be magnified on a different level, man. But it's a scripture to back it up. This is a future prophecy going into that, man. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city,
right,
and shall not be able.
Right.
So what does that mean, man?
Like you can't do nothing.
Yeah, matter of fact, when you go into martial law, you go into FEMA, when you go look up the FEMA and the things that they control under martial law, they control all manner means of transportation, man.
Right.
Okay, so you won't be able to jump in your car. First of all, it's going to be an all-out gas shortage.
Right.
Okay, but you won't be able to get on the bus. Won't be no running buses. You're going to see a bus pull up, but it's going to be military people telling you to get your ass on that bus.
Right, or else.
Right, and then
like how they do when they do the army, when you get drafted or get picked.
Nah.
You said
again what you said now.
Like when you get drafted or you get picked, if you choose not to go, then they send you to prison, right?
Right. And that's what they got in America already. They got these prison camps. They call the concentration camps. Already waiting for people to fill up these camps.
Right. Not building, already stocked and ready.
Right. Yeah, they already and they manned.
Yeah,
they already, ready. They operational. And before it get that bad, the people are gonna be taken by the boatloads. This mark of the beast, and we're gonna get the scripture on breaking down what the mark of the beast is, because there's gonna be a meltdown in society. People are gonna be getting laid off left and right. People that's on government assistance gonna get cut off from their EBT and all those
entitlement, security,
right? Even Social Security,
all that.
Even Social Security, right?
Because that young Jake, man, young Jake said he kind of aware of what's going on. When the day comes to where people that get food stamps can't get no food stamps and can't get no assistance, what you think will happen to these people in the streets, man?
They're gonna die.
They're gonna go fucking crazy before they die, man. It's like you walking with that bag, and somebody think you got a sandwich in that bag, they're gonna kill you and take it, man. And you might not have nothing in there. And that's how bad it's gonna be, man. We too comfortable as a people, man. That's why we giving you what you don't need. The scriptures tell you that the wisdom and knowledge are gonna be the stability of our times. So when all hell breaks loose, the instructions are in this book we call the Bible. Okay? That a lot of our people don't understand because they have not been taught. Okay? And that's why we look. Look, man, I'm not trying to toot our own horn. We don't know if we're gonna make it or not. But we're trying to find favor with the Most High Power so that He will protect us. Because when all this happens, bro, the little pistol niggas got in the hood that they robbing niggas with, holding up liquor stores and robbing dope from each other, that's not gonna make it, bro. No. These crackers got shit
that'll blow out your man.
The man from a mile away.
Right.
Okay? You ever seen the little robotic dogs on YouTube they got, man? That's old shit that they had 10 years ago. They ain't gonna show you what they fucking really got.
Yeah, like microwave guns.
Right, it ain't gonna be nothing to save you, but the Most High Power, if He have favor on you, man.
Yeah.
Right. Okay? And if you remember make this point again with brother getting a chance, you're gonna have to take this RFID chip to eat, man.
Right, because of what I was saying, it's gonna be a I said meltdown, an economic meltdown.
Right.
Because right now America is really they tell us like 22 trillion in debt. In debt to the Federal Reserve, which that's a whole nother topic. But it's really like 200 with a 200 trillion.
Right. And 1 trillion is 1,000 billions.
Yes.
Right. Try to wrap your mind around that.
And a billion is 1,000 millions.
So the economy, which means household management.
Yes.
Right.
And the government is responsible for controlling the money supply for the country. And it's going to become a time where the Federal Reserve note, or as we know, a dollar bill, is going to be obsolete. Meaning you're not gonna be able to go into the store with $1 and pay for nothing.
Right.
Because the dollar is gonna crash.
It's not even worth nothing.
It's already not worth nothing, but they gonna demonetize.
Right. And take it off the market altogether.
Right. They're gonna take the dollar bill off the market where you can't use it.
Hey,
So in order for you to go ahead, bro.
Oh, so like your brother, instead of telling you your $1 is only worth a quarter, it's worth nothing.
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
Like right now, it's already worth nothing.
Yeah.
It may be worth maybe a penny or two.
On a worldwide scale, right?
Yeah.
You go anywhere, you can't get nothing for $1.
No. Not
No,
even at the dollar store.
Yeah. I mean, they just show you like it take a lot of dollars to pay for things. Like if you go in a grocery store, $1 not gonna get you much, huh?
Right.
If you hungry, you got $1, you can get some off the value menu.
Garbage.
You know. But the point is the dollar is already don't have a lot of value to it.
Right.
But it's gonna get a point where they take it off the market, so to speak.
Right. And they already conditioning people with that now, because how many people do you know that walk around with cash? Everybody pay with a card. And what's on that card? What they tell you when you're at the register? Insert the chip. So they're conditioning people's minds to already have chip in their head. So when they make this microchip, which is the mark of the beast mandatory, they gonna already be conditioned in their mind. Well, okay, I got the chip.
Right.
Chip.
Just for
Well, I
visual.
got it, but if I
Just for visual. Just the chip that's on these cards now.
Right.
And it's gonna go to these chips, man. To this chip.
Right.
And if you take this chip, the Most High promised to put you to death.
Right, and that same technology, this is the same technology.
Right.
Just in two different forms.
Right. So when they switch over from when they switch over from these to these, it's just gonna take a hit of a button. That same little thing where it say scan, you're gonna scan your hand on it, bro. And it's gonna work the same way. But they got that sign over there. They got the sign over there.
Just like it, if I could say real quick, at Walmart they already got the self-checkouts.
Right,
what they call them, scan and go. So they condition it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The Walmart. Y'all done been in the Walmart. The self-checkout. Where you just scan, beep, beep, beep. Same thing. The chip gonna be in your hand. Beep. And that's how you gonna go about your business. But if you take that, the Most High gonna kill you. So you promise that.
We gonna bring out
I ain't got that.
There's Revelation 13, verse 15.
I seen that shit.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, the image of the beast is the power structure that's ruling the world, which is the white man's power structure.
Yeah.
America, y'all never heard. You know what I've noticed lately? If you go back and watch certain movies, they talk about NATO in them. Not briefly, they'll mention the word NATO, acronym NATO. But NATO stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And then you got something called the EU, the European Union. So America, NATO, and the European Union, that really make up the power that rules the world. Which goes back to what I was telling you earlier. It goes back to the Roman Empire.
That's it.
Because America patterned themselves after the Roman Empire. So it's coming in the image, okay, of the Roman Empire. America, not only America, but NATO and the EU. So all them European countries over there and America make up the power structure.
Yes.
You know, the military, their religion, they push, the money, the government structure, them being a democratic republic, democratic, what is it called?
Democratic Republic.
Yeah, Democratic Republic.
Which was the same type of structure, governmental structure that ancient Rome had.
Exactly.
So that's why we see that this is the revised Roman Empire.
Right.
Because this is the image of the Roman Empire.
Right. It's not the Roman Empire.
Right.
It's the image of it.
Exactly.
And really, on a spiritual level, it is really Rome coming back here in these last days.
That's right.
So read it again.
Revelation 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
And who is the he? It's talking about the so-called white man. rulers, not the average white person that's walking by, but the ones that we don't see.
The elites.
You know, not even the government, not even Trump and all them. They on a low level compared to the people that's really controlling the world.
Right. There's only a handful of families that actually run everything globally.
Right. See, I'm talking about we so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and I'm saying so-called, but that's not who we are, man. Those are our
The Israelites.
nationalities. So we've been conditioned to think that we hear the elite and the Illuminati, niggas think about Kanye West.
Yeah, your Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, they don't even register, bro. We talking about witchcraft, demonic, blood-drinking crackers, man. Okay?
Control the banks.
Right. They control the banks. They control the money. They wage war. Okay?
Right. Both sides.
They set you up for war, and they give both sides the weapons to fight the war.
And the money.
Right.
That's the whole key. They control the money supply. It's 12 Federal Reserve banks in America, and they own all of them. Go ahead, brother. Let's get to the part.
Go on, verse,
just read where you at.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. So meaning if you're not down with the American, not only the American way, but the way that the so-called white man, the indoctrination that he can put on our mind, if you're not in believing that or into believing in that, then you're going to get put to death. Or it's going to come to that point. Go ahead, bro.
And he calls it all, both small and rich, small and great.
So if you're against the government, for an example, then you're against the image of the beast.
Like you're an outcast, you're a communist.
Say what?
Like a communist.
Oh yeah.
You can just say they gonna label you as an outcast or a terrorist. So yeah, they'll label you like a you right. That's right. They'll label you like a communist because communists they label as what terrorists.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Now, if you go into the word mark, it goes like he was explaining. It goes into the Greek word karagi, which means to cut or to make an incision into the flesh. So it's talking about something you actually gonna have to put in your right hand or any hand, it don't matter, or in your brain. It ain't talking about just put it on you, step it on your forehead. It's gonna you put it. They gonna put it in your brain. Go ahead. They say to everybody, small. Read it again.
Small, great, young, old. Read it, bro.
Revelation 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Now, why does the so-called, because who's responsible for all this is the so-called white man, which his biblical race is the Edomites.
Yes.
Really our wicked brother Esau. We don't have the Jacob and Esau son. But why? Why do they want to do this? They got all the money in the world.
Yeah.
They got all the power. They can do whatever they want. They want absolute control. Really, what they want to do is
they go to chip.
Oh, okay. Really, what they want to do is they want to play the hand of God. So this is going into the so-called white man really trying to play God on the earth, saying everybody pledge allegiance to me. Right. And to show that you pledge an allegiance to me and my system, you gotta take this mark. Yes. Now they know where you at all times, and whatever you need to pay for, they can control it. For example, if anybody owe money, they don't have to send you mail and call you and chase you down to get a payment out of you. They can just take it out of you, or they can cut you off from whatever they want to cut you off from.
Right. Because I don't know if you watched the first 48, when these niggas go off and kill somebody, think they got away with it, and they get caught. What do you hear the detective say? Well, his cell phone binged off of this tower. Right. They tracking you by your cell phone, right? Because it got a chip in it. That's gonna take the place of it, man. That chip, you're gonna be able to track it, bro.
Yes. And all your information is on this chip.
Right.
And they trying to make it to where they trying to make it to as if this is a good thing to do. Oh, well, he got sick and we rushed him to the hospital. We didn't know whether to give him penicillin because we didn't know he was allergic to it. But if you have the chip, then all your medical information is on this chip. So scare tactics. Oh, well, then the chip is a good thing. Oh, I need to feed my little wham-whams. I need that chip. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Where your child is at, they
no more milk cartons. Yeah. And ultimately with this chip, not only do they want to be able to track you and be able to control you, by them putting this chip in you, is saying that you now belong to them. You're now the property of the so-called elites, the so-called white man.
Right.
But we're the property of the Heavenly Father. So we are to refuse this chip. Because once you take this mark, there's no, you can forget it. Yeah.
Not because I say so, not because this brother say so. Thus said the
We're
Most
going
High
to
power.
get Revelation 14, Revelation 14 and 8.
If I may just say, this is how that cutting is going to be done. You know how the brother said karagma? What's it called? That cutting or insertion is because it's through a needle. That's how it's going to penetrate through your skin. A syringe. A syringe, and it's going to penetrate to your skin. And once it's inserted, you can't take it out. It's not like, and even if you do, you already took it. You already got the mark of the beast. You can't fool the Most High. The Most High saw that you got it, and your intentions, your mind was set on worshiping.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
So regardless if you take it out, the Most High already has He knows your mind. He knows your heart. Your love.
Because you didn't have faith in his power that he would see you through. So you got weak, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take it.
Right, because you see all this, the world coming, so-called coming to an end, and these people mind, it's all far coming to an end. Right. If I take this chip, then I'll be able to eat. I'll be able to pay my bills. You know, they gonna have it to where the kids that going to school, the kids won't even be able to come to school.
Yeah.
And this is just an idea of how we think it can play out. So that kids can't attend school unless they have that mark.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Without that mark.
That's how it is with the shots. You can't go to school unless you got all your shots.
Yep.
Right. You ain't gonna be able to go to work because there ain't gonna be no more checks. There ain't gonna be no more direct deposit. That money gonna go in on that chip, man. Okay? You ain't gonna be able to go purchase no food because when you go to the register and pay, you gonna have to slide that chip, man. They even gonna have. Man, you think it's gonna be hard for them to convert these cell phone towers into actually towers that read? They gonna be able to know, okay, well look, on this corner right here, out of these 12 men standing here, 10 of them got the chip, 2 of them don't. Go get them, man.
That's the purpose of 5G.
Right, exactly. There you go.
There's gonna be a tower every 3 blocks.
Right.
So they gonna be able to track every little thing. See, the scriptures say that the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right.
If you take this, that shows that you do not have faith that the Most High will see you through this thing.
Because it tells us, and ultimately it tells us that the ones that stay faithful is going to make it through all this.
Exactly.
We don't have nothing to worry about if we have that number. We don't know if we done made it like they tell us in the church, you saved. All you got to do is believe in Christ, Jesus, and you saved. You know, but that's not the truth. The scriptures say, whoever endured to the end, the same shall be saved.
Right.
Yes.
Let's finish this up.
Right.
Revelation 13.
Those, that's what it says in the quick. Those that endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
Yes.
Okay? We ain't got to the end yet.
That's right.
So who is saved?
No.
Why they telling us to save in the church house?
No one
Why
knows.
they telling you that, fam, in the church, bro?
Because they want you to think yourself.
But why they telling you that? When they tell you to say you find comfort in that, you feel comfortable. Like, okay, I'm good. Go ahead,
bro. Finish that up.
There's Revelation 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell,
no man might buy or sell. Slocky, go ahead, brother.
save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yep.
Right. And then read the next verse.
In layman's terms, because no man can buy or sell unless you got the mark of the beast, the chip in your hand. No man, no exception. You ain't gonna be able to do shit without that chip. Go ahead.
Right, go ahead.
Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast.
Right.
That's what you were saying earlier. We asked you what the mark of the beast is, then you gave this response.
For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right, which is, you see right here, 666 is something called a UPC, a Universal Product Code. It's on every barcode in the world. It's a Universal Product Code.
Right.
So they want to turn us into a product or merchandise that can be scanned, just like you scan a gallon of milk or whatever across the scanner. Right. Turn us into that product or that item with the bar, like a barcode.
Right. And pay attention to these 6 barcodes. It's all the way to the top, flush, and it stick down further than the rest of them. You see that? Just start paying attention to that when you go into the store buying stuff. You're going to see this one at the end, and you're going to see that one in the middle. That represents the 666.
Right. It's these 2 lines on the outside, then you got 2 long lines in the middle, and these lines read 666. Right. So that's the number of the system, so to speak. That's going to move the world.
Right. Wherever you scan that on any scanner, because you can even download an app to scan barcodes on your phone. Wherever you scan that code, anywhere within the world, it's going to come up with the same product. So it's going to be the same for whoever takes that chip. I can't say us, but it'll be the same for whoever takes that chip. Right. Wherever that chip is scanned, anywhere globally, it's going to show the same information. Okay, this is so-and-so. He lives in such and such. He's this old. His parents is this. He's allergic to this. He got all you are on that chip.
Right. This is a system that was set up to track all products moved throughout the world.
Yes.
You know, scanned throughout the world.
And it's gonna lead to your death, man.
Yes.
Okay. So it's gonna be a point where you're gonna have to make a decision. Am I gonna have faith in what the Lord says? Because the scripture says those that believe in Him, His elect, they're not gonna be thirsty. They're not gonna be hungry. They're not gonna have nothing to be scared of. Now, how we know? If we the elect, which we hope to be the elect, because we don't know. The scriptures say those that endure to the end. We're trying to endure to the end, so that we can be saved. Okay. But you have to make a decision on: am I gonna have faith that the Lord gonna feed me and clothe me and give me something to drink when I'm thirsty, or if I'm gonna take the chip and live comfortably with the rest of these people and get put to death, man? You have to make a choice, man. Right. You have to make a choice.
Them same people that do, the ones that do take the chip, they gonna end up getting destroyed anyway. You know, because you can't trust this damn man. I mean, he just don't deal straight up.
Right. You don't trust this man that did this, bro?
No, sir.
You don't trust that cat? Well, you doing it. That's you doing it. You doing it, man. The so-called white man. Okay? And again, not these 6-pack Joe Blow crackers that's walking around here that don't know shit. We're talking about the elites that call shots, that hand-pick presidents.
Right, because the white folks that's walking around, they have to take the chip too. Everybody, it don't matter who you are.
But let me tell you, let me land back to what the brother's saying. They meant to be wicked. They was meant to be destroyed and then come up under us. We, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we were meant to be above all these other nations, man. We're supposed to be the clean ones. We're supposed to be the royal, the just, okay? Not no fucking niggas like we is now, man. Thinking we cool, thinking we got swag. Niggas all around here calling themselves zaddy. That's some faggot shit, man. Niggas need to get these man the fuck up, man. Okay? Then I'm just gonna say this and get back to the brothers, man. The majority of our people is marked for death, man. Because our people talk about what they is and what they ain't gonna do. Niggas get hungry one day and lose their damn mind, right? Niggas gonna take the chips so they can eat, man. Right. Okay? Lucy was on the video making mockery of the Lord. Said, man, shit, fuck the Lord. I'm gonna eat my pork. He said, if the Lord come to me and say to eat the pork, he said he was gonna do this to the Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas bigging him up on that shit, man. We're gonna see. Right. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see in that day, man.
In that generation, the generation that crucified, because you know the reason why our Lord was crucified is because the Israelites said they wanted to crucify
his own people.
Yeah.
The white man was like, I find no fault in him. That was Pontius Pilate.
Right.
Right.
He said, I find no fault in this man. And they was like,
Crucify him. That's what it said in the
cheering
scripture.
on,
Crucify him.
cheering to cheer.
Yeah.
To crucify. Yeah, y'all ain't obligated to stay here, bro. Yeah,
Hey.
y'all ain't gotta, we ain't trying to lock y'all down to stay here, man.
You got your
Hey, we Israelites, baby.
Yeah, y'all Israelites.
hey, bro.
Kings, baby. Y'all royalty, man.
You got your phone?
Yeah.
Go to your Google.
What, you got YouTube?
Yeah, put in GMS.
There's Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power.
So you are the holy people unto the Most High power,
Right.
man. Okay? Well,
You
holy,
just go
you know what the
research
word
it.
holy mean? You know what the word holy mean? They don't teach you that in the church house? They ain't teaching you, bro. You ain't forgot they never taught you. Holy means to be separate, man. Okay, read on.
Yahweh thy power had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Most High power, his name is Yahweh, has chosen, okay?
That's right.
Then elect, hand-picked. Read that again,
There's Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people
You
unto
are
Yahweh.
holy people unto the Most High power. Read.
Thy power, Yahweh thy power had
GMS
chosen
use.
thee to be a special people unto himself.
He has handpicked, chosen you to be a special people unto himself.
That's
man.
where you find
For
our
him,
videos
man.
at.
Okay?
The same if you want to watch.
Above all people that are upon the
All right,
face
bro.
of the earth.
Above
take care
all
of him.
people that are on the face of the earth, man. Flip that sign around,
What's
huh?
that? That's racism.
Right,
Yeah,
man. Right.
yeah.
Flip that sign around, man. Read that last part again, man. Well, I'll just read it. Above all people.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. Above the white man. Above the Indian. Okay? Above the Assyrian. Above the Arab. Above the Chinese. Above the Japanese. Above the Ethiopians. Above the Africans. Above the Turkish. Above the Russians, man. Above the Greeks. Above the Germans, the Ashkenazis. Above the Spaniards, man. Above Cyprus, the ones that's in the islands, man. We above them people, man. Read.
That was the point.
Right, man.
But this,
Y'all good, bro.
just
Fire away,
emphasize
brother.
that this 2nd Ezra 6 verse, I'll just get to the point.
On here. Y'all gotta go. Y'all can go, man. We ain't blocking y'all shit.
Done.
Y'all Israelites, man.
Y'all take care, bro.
This 2nd Ezra 6 verse 56. As for the other people,
As for the other people,
which also come of Adam,
with the other nations, which they came from Adam, okay?
thou hast said that they are nothing.
Right, the Most High said that they ain't nothing, man. So where all this, we equal, we are the world, we are the same, come from, man? The scriptures say that the Most High look at them as nothing, man. So we in agreement, we are one with the Most High power, man. Okay? All right? That don't mean we all, I don't even mean we all engrafted into one like you dumbass, man, boy. That means we on the same accord, man. Right. So he don't think nothing of the other nations. We don't give a shit about you neither, man. Read.
But be like unto spittle.
Spit, man. Okay?
And has likened the abundance of them as unto a drop that falleth from a
One
vessel.
little old said, you like the gum that's beneath my shoe, man. Straight up, man. That's how the Most High looking for these other nations, man. That spit, you are nothing, man. Okay? You so-called Negroes and read that last part again. I'll drop the shot.
The 2nd Ezra 6 verse 56. But as for the other people which also come of Adam,
right, we all come from Adam, man. Okay?
thou hast said that they are nothing.
They ain't shit, man.
But be like unto spittle.
Like a nasty spit, booger, loogie.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Right, you say the abundance of it, man.
Yes.
It's just not but a drop that falleth from a vessel, man. Right. So imagine going to the well and dipping that bucket in the well to get some water and having to walk back to the house. And you know how you get that motion and it kind of spill over to the side? What you
Drop?
You
Right. Put all what you got down.
Yeah, you go, oh!
Let me get that.
Like Esau said, no! Man, fuck that shit, man. And we keep it moving, man.
Right.
That's how the Most High look, man. So why is these fucking niggas damn near want to play We Are the World with all these other nations, man? Why do you put these other nations above you, man? When the scriptures is telling you, man, it's telling you a beautiful thing, man, that you're above these other nations, man. Right. They're to be your future slaves, man. Okay? Bond men and bond women are under you, man. My niggas don't want that, man. Niggas want to stay in darkness, man, and stupid, man. Continue on, niggas. Keep fighting, niggas.
May I get a scripture?
Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah 2. We'll say they
Right.
Jeremiah 2:33. Why trippest thou way to seek love?
Woo!
Right. To seek love from, and that's what our people do. To seek love from these other nations, mainly really the so-called white man.
Right.
Okay? And he's the worst of all the nations.
Right.
He's that not even a drop from matter of fact, real quick. Where the scripture say that the other nations are less than nothing.
Right.
So why are our people seeking to be really like the so-called white man in these days?
Right.
Because Jacob's doing what? They blonde in their hair.
Yeah.
You know, they bleaching their skin.
Right.
Especially the so-called black woman.
Right.
But you had that baseball, Sammy Sosa.
Right.
Bleached his skin.
Right.
Still killed. But she look like Michael Jackson now.
And they play grab ass, man.
No.
You got these, man, that's why America got the weakest military. Why? Because it's full of homosexuals, man. All right, you got Jake that go get in the military on these job sites. They sit there and play what they call grab ass and be homosexuals to fit in with Esau, man.
Can't do it.
And we talking about weak as far as their mindset. Weak. Because you get brought up to be weak-minded in this weak-ass country. So-called country. You know? Now, back to the scripture, it say, why trimmest thou way to seek love from the other nations? Because what did Israel got a history of when we read the scriptures? Following after the ways of the other nations. All right? It tells us that all throughout this. Matter of fact, I get it. Psalm 105. Psalm 105. And I get the verse. And
just say still right. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm gonna say this while the brothers is getting that, man. Hey, man. Hey, man, our people. I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Y'all gotta have to make a decision, man, on what you gonna do, man. Okay, you gonna come back to your power and your nationality, or you gonna still? The scripture taking friendship with this world is given to the Most High power, man. Okay, the Most High started agreeing what's going on in this world, man. Okay. According to the book of Amos the 9th chapter, man, the world, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Who is the wicked? The wicked is the so-called white man, bro. Okay? So y'all gonna have to make a decision, man. You gonna keep riding with your enemy, the oppressor, okay? And see a nigga say, well, I'm not down with the white man. I'm not down with my enemy, the oppressor. Nigga, if you still voting, you down with the white man and your oppressor, man. Okay? You still believe in a right to a fair trial and in this justice system, then you're a victim to the so-called white man, bro.
Nah, Jay-Z and Yo Gotti teaming up to fight for.
Okay, well look, goddamn. Well, y'all niggas go right, man. We'll just go get your bird, cut it up on the corner wherever you live, and let the law get you. And call Jay-Z and Yo Gotti, man.
Yeah, they fight for fair prison, something along the line of fair prison sentences or something like that for so-called niggas or Negroes.
What they call it like it is.
Right.
Just come straight out and be like, look, these goddamn white folks don't give a shit about us, man. Fuck them and they justice system. Let's tear this motherfucker down, man.
Right. But Jake believe in they believe in the vote, they vote count, and they doing the same shit that the so-called white people do. and have done,
Yes.
which is rob, steal,
Right.
same
Rape,
thing,
same
murder,
embezzle,
and
witchcraft, forge.
That's witchcraft. Selling drugs is nothing more than witchcraft.
Right.
Yes.
See? So our people don't know it because the scriptures say our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They don't even know.
Woo!
Realize you acting just like the so-called white man.
Exactly.
Worse because you wasn't created for that, man. You're going against your nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it grabbed on to wickedness, man. The Most High turn you over to it, but it's a fire, it's something going on in you, man, and you just continue with wickedness, man. Because Jacob go do some wickedness and then a shed of tear and hold his head because he know he done wickedness. But 5 minutes later,
At it again.
right back to if he 5 minutes.
Because the Most High don't got no head on them. You know, or to open up they, well, he don't got a head around them and he not opening up their mind to believe in this truth.
Wickedness comforts them, man.
Yeah, the scripture say they take pleasure in it. They take pleasure in going against the law, statutes, and commandments, just like Esau. The scriptures say that his man hated instruction.
Yes.
Right. Casted the law behind him.
Yes, sir.
And Jake do the same thing. Boosie Badass spoke on behalf. Boosie Badass spoke on behalf of the 2-3.
Niggas,
Yes.
and they was bigging him up, man.
Oh, y'all done got him started.
Who the fuck is this?
That's Boosie Badass. Shit.
Hey, that's just to show you.
They have seizures.
Bro, that already,
like a raccoon.
already had intestinal cancer, and he so-called beat it. Man, the Most High gonna put the curse of Antiochus on this nigga, man. And the rest of you fucking niggas, man.
Because that's the sentiment, that's the mentality of 2/3 of our people.
Yes.
Disobedience.
Yes.
Rebellion. I think it ain't. IUIC, the Haitian.
Bro, this nigga said he would look the Lord in his face and shoot the finger in the Lord's face, man.
Yeah.
Which that don't mean shit, but just for a nigga to say some proud ass shit like that about your power, man, he gonna put you niggas, man, he gonna torture you niggas,
Right.
man.
He said he gonna flip the Most High.
Right.
He could be right there talking in my ear.
Right.
My son. And then you know how he said it?
Right. So
Like
no
if
fact
it was
is
Esau
right,
saying it too. Because our people take this motherfucker to be our power, man.
That's what it is. The Most High ain't coming.
Nah.
Son.
Yeah.
The Most High don't talk to us like that.
No.
Right.
No,
Right.
sir.
Got that big ass Serapis Christus on a piece of
So
shit.
do. So
And Jake find that's a accomplishment with these rap niggas is to get that Jesus peace.
why would you respect the power like that? That's soft and that can just be disrespected like that. Because you can disrespect this fucking punk.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Everything goes that
You
piece
can
of
say
shit.
you can flip the bird to this piece of shit.
Right.
You can try it when you done it to the wrong power.
Right. He got a big piece. He got a big piece that goes to train about this side of the open Bible, man.
Most High
Man,
might make an example out of that nigga, man.
I pulled this up on YouTube because of the explosion last night. Look at that. Our homes are destroyed. Where are we gonna go? But look at the expression.
Right.
Distress.
Right.
It's more of that to come,
Right.
man.
Much more. So you gagging and coughing, gag reflex over a teaspoon of disaster?
Right.
Should wait till the whole cup go down your fucking throat, man.
This
Yeah.
is the warm up. Like Jordan, nigga.
Right.
You know,
Just to
Jordan
shoot around
before
right
the
now.
game,
Yeah.
Talking about that explosion worldwide, man.
Yeah.
Right, man, come on, man. We lost our home. We lost our heritage,
Don't
man.
worry, bro.
Right.
They got Trader Truth. Trader Truth comes to the rescue. When there's a disaster in Houston, he comes to the rescue.
They put a big T in the sky with a light.
In that day,
That's what they say, relief game.
hey, bro, in that day of famine, and Bethlehem, Trader Truth gonna be on a barbecue pit, man. Eat that nigga, man.
Right.
Shit, hey man, these niggas, hey man, laugh now, cry later, man. Bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Man, this nigga's not worried about it, bro. I guarantee you. But even if they did see there's like on the YouTube, they looking at that 2 or 3 minutes, and as soon as they leave to tap their blunt and go back to it, they hitting that bitch moving to an Instagram bitch, man. They not worried about this truth, man.
Exactly.
It's gonna catch you niggas unawares, man.
Right.
Okay? The brother just told me about a cat that come out here been coming out here for a while. You ran into him in the spot. Niggas still trying to rap, man. You niggas not serious, man.
At all.
You niggas is not serious, man. And I'm gonna say that I ain't saying this out of surprise, and I ain't pointing the cap, bro. We do this cat one serious, man. And if you see the video, yeah, you, man. Okay, so. Hey man, look at me. We're not out here playing, man. This series been this life or death, man. She was trying to play two sides, but we understand though, because you can look. Jake is all over the goddamn what they call the YouTube streets. I just heard that term, the YouTube streets, and you see these niggas that is rapping and acting. It's new to me, bro. Like I said, I'm old now, but I ain't know that. We got beef in these YouTube streets. What?
That exists?
What?
Yeah, internet beef.
What?
Volley is sick.
Hey, they really murdering each other. Man, all these niggas talking about gonna take the Jay gonna take the ship.
Yes.
Bro, well, guess what? The greatest murderer in the history and existence about to shake the dust off, man. Come back, man. Yahweh power, man. Okay?
Well, righteous killer.
Right,
Righteous killer.
right, bro. And it ain't nothing, bro. We only hope not to be on the other end of the sword of Yahweh HaMashiach, bro.
Right.
Because it ain't no running. You running from it, bro. When we see it, we're going to recognize what it is, man.
Right.
But y'all going to still wonder and be looking for questions and go to your phone, it ain't working, or y'all going to run downtown to where you see the crazy cats with dresses looking for answers, man. No,
right.
sir.
With a chip in their hand.
Right.
Yeah, too late.
Because they believe, going back to what we said, they believe in this system. Why? Because they following after this man way. You know?
Hey, we'll look, man. Yeah, so, bro, we can wrap
I want
it up, bro.
real quick. I want to get that. I want to make a quick point, real quick. We were talking about Jake following after these other nations, and we highlighted the main nation, the so-called white men that the Most High tell us are nothing. Or like
nothing.
Compared on to spit,
right?
A drop of water,
right?
The small dust of a balance,
right?
Less than nothing,
right?
You less than nothing, and you in the negative.
Ooh,
right?
Yeah. You in the negative,
right.
Man. You're not even zeroed out.
But in the Apocrypha, it tell you that the whole earth, in the eyes of the Most High Power, is just a grain on the balance. So if the earth is just a grain on the balance, how much more some creatures that He created, bro?
On the grain.
On the grain. Come on, man. Y'all, man. Go ahead, brother.
They gripping.
God damn, bro. You simple ass niggas, man.
Damn.
God
Bring that
damn
out
it,
here, bro. And I want to make a quick point on that Jeremiah 2. But bring this out first.
This is Psalms 106, verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commended them.
Right. Now this is going into the history of when we took over the land of Canaan.
Right.
And the Most High commanded us to destroy all the Canaanites. See? But the scripture saying, Psalms, in the book of Psalms is telling us we didn't destroy it.
Can we just find another word out? Destroy is a good word, but can we just kill?
Exactly.
Okay?
Slaughter.
For the soft at heart, man.
Yeah.
Okay? He commanded us to kill, man. Go ahead, brother.
All right.
Verse 35, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
Yeah, but were mingled amongst the heathen and learn their works. And that's what Jay got a history of. Learning the works of a people that's
that's beneath them.
Beneath you.
Right.
That's unclean.
Right.
That's
filthy.
Decrepit.
Yes.
Lawless.
Unholy.
Ungodly.
Right.
Yes.
Abominable.
Right.
Why are we seeking to trim out, basically act like these other nations, right? To seek their favor, their love. And could you finish reading over there?